What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the horror show. I'm Cecil Laird, and I'm kind of trying something out here. I'm trying a new camera, so I'm recording here just in case this one doesn't work out, but I'm trying to get a higher quality camera. The webcam just isn't working out in my estimation. It's too fuzzy. So I'm going to try this one, see how it looks. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys like the way this camera looks. I can, mess with the angle a little bit, obviously, but I wanted to try it this way. I basically set my camera up. I guess I can just literally show you with the webcam. So I've got my my other camera set up right here. So I'm trying it that way to see how it works. We'll see what happens, but oh, look at that. I put it back in just the perfect place. I'm so good. All right, guys, so what I'm here to do is I am here to show off my Black Friday haul. Now, this is not a bragging video. This is something that I'm actually excited to do because, honestly, there have been so many movies that have come out this year that I haven't been able to pick up because I've been low on cash. I've been saving up specifically for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Probably going to do a separate Cyber Monday haul video because there's some really cool stuff I've gotten on Amazon, but I ended up getting a lot more from Best Buy than I thought I was going to because they had some amazing deals on some Blu Rays. So this is an entirely Blu Ray haul, but I'm going to go through them real quick with you guys. So first off, I'm going to go through the quote-unquote kids movies or the animated features. I did pick up a number of those. My tastes tend to go from horror movies all the way to kids films. I actually watch the most besides horror movies. I watch kids films. I don't watch that much drama. I don't watch that much comedy. I don't watch that much action. I watch more action than drama and comedy. But for the most part, it's horror and kids films. It's these two different, sort of ends of the spectrum. But today, I'm going to start with the kids. Now, just so you guys know, all of this stuff I bought for less than $150. I know that may be like a lot to some of you, maybe a little to some of you, but it's what I saved up for the Black Friday specifically, and everything except for the very first item I'm going to show you was $8 or less. Every single item was $7.99 or less, except for this first one, which is The Incredibles 2. So I'll show it to this one and that one, but basically I love The Incredibles. It's one of my all-time favorite animated movies, and so many people were talking about how Incredibles 2 is better. I went and saw it in the theater. I did not find it better. I found one to be better, but this is still worth having. So it was still $9 off, so I had to get it. So that was movie number one. I'm gonna have a table over here that I can set them down on. So that is the first one. The next one is one I have not seen yet, but I love the series. Now, I know it's not a series technically, it's just installments under the same umbrella, but I loved the Lego movie. I loved the Lego Batman movie, and so I had to pick up the Lego Ninjago movie. I don't know anything about Lego Ninjago at all, so it's going to be a really good sort of primer for me to find out if I enjoy this sort of Ninjago world. But Lego movie and Lego Batman were really good, and this was the third one. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. On this camera anyway. This was the follow-up, so that's the Lego Ninjago movie. Hopefully I'll like it. I have a feeling I will. I love funny animated stuff, and the Lego movies were great, so the next one I'm actually really excited about. Even though I haven't seen the whole series, I picked up Teen Titans Go to the Movies. And one of the reasons I picked that up, this is starting the $8 movies. This was $7.99, and I picked it up because Nicolas Cage plays Superman. And the rumors and, whatever happened to Superman Lives, whatever happened, the documentary that was made by John Schnepp, the late, great John Schnepp, I still haven't finished that documentary, but the fact that Nicolas Cage plays Superman in this made me want to get it by itself, and I've heard it's a really funny movie. So next up, I got one that made me cry in the theater, but it deals with the land of the dead, so it's horror appropriate. It is Coco. I really enjoyed Coco. It is sad. It is musically beautiful. It is of the Hispanic culture, and it represents it in a very funny way, especially the old lady, and I think it's her chacla, the sandal that she uses to beat everyone with. Coco is a great movie. Again, I think this was $7.99. I think that's a steal for this movie. Next, I had to complete my trilogy. I have the first two, so I picked up Despicable Me 3 because this was only $5.99 if I'm not mistaken. I didn't like this movie particularly well. I like that Trey Parker played the bad guy, but I didn't like it nearly as much as the first movie or even the second movie, which I didn't like as much as the first either. But at $6, it was going to cost me $4 to rent it if I ever wanted to watch it again. So I might as well just purchase the movie for $2 more than that. And there you go. And now I can watch the mini movies too, because I do like the mini movies. Next, I picked up. Now these are the more sort of adult animated movies that I picked up. One of which I might have telegraphed in a previous review recently, but the first one I picked up was Justice League Dark. This is a fun animated movie, and it's got Matt Ryan playing Constantine, the same guy that plays Constantine in the John Constantine series that was on for one season. And that leads into my next pickup, because he also played Constantine in this, Constantine City of Demons. I did a full-on review of this movie not too long ago. I'm sorry, I'm going to put it over here. So if you guys are curious what I think of this, I love it. I actually consider it one of the best DC movies to date. So I really recommend it, and it is very, very horror. There is demons, there is bodies, there's a pool of dead bodies that is like literally meant to be swam in by a demon once all the body parts liquefy outside of the bones. And there's so much cool stuff. It's an adaptation of my favorite Hellblazer comic, Hellblazer, All His Engines. It's a mixture of that and Hellblazer number 11. I love this movie. I really dug it. If you want to watch my review, go back and check it out. But had to pick up Constantine, City of Demons. The book is called Hellblazer. John Constantine Hellblazer. So that is it for the animated movies. Now, this next section is a group of non-animated, non-horror movies that I've been wanting to pick up. So, real quick, I'll go through these. I love this movie. These are the only two comedies that I picked up. Again, I don't really watch comedies, but there's one that came out this year that I missed that is a throwback to a comedy I loved from my college days. Let's just say that. Drunken college days could also apply. So, they had the original Super Troopers for $4, $3.99. How could I pass up a Blu Ray of Super Troopers for $3.99? I can't. That's the answer. But what that led to was, whabam, Super Troopers 2. Also, for $3.99, I paid $4 for a sequel that I've been waiting almost 20 years for. So I'm excited to watch that. I won't be reviewing it on the channel. If I review it, it'll be on the Shut Up I Like It channel. Which, by the way, if you just want to search Shut Up I Like It, Cecil Laird, you will find the other channel. Eventually, I'll be able to change the channel name to Shut Up I Like It, but for now, I can't. But anyway, Super Troopers 2. Excited about that one. The next one is a Blu Ray copy of a movie that I really think is gorgeous, and it is The Life of Pi. I love this movie. I love the original story, and the fact that I can have a Blu Ray, again, I think this was $3.99 as well. A Blu Ray copy of this, I'm very excited about that. Next is an action movie that I have not seen, but it's by a very well-known director that has dabbled in horror. It's the director of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the director of At World's End, and of course the director of the two precursors to At World's End, Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead, Edgar Wright's most recent movie, Baby Driver. I have never actually seen this movie. Fuego watched it and loved it. I heard that it's shot like a massive music video. And I am supremely excited to give this a try. And again, I think this was $5.99. Even if I don't like it, it's something I could throw in a boogie box for a subscriber. But I think I'm really going to like that. So, next up is kind of horror adjacent. It's an action movie. It is a movie by the name of Edge of Tomorrow. Which they marketed on DVD as Live, Die, Repeat. This is a Tom Cruise movie where it's Groundhog Day in an action universe. Tom Cruise relives the same day, having to fight the same battle and lose, trying to figure out how to win it against a machine army that is taking over the planet. So that is Edge of Tomorrow. Next, I got a couple of Marvel movies that I hadn't picked up yet. Boom, I got a $7 Black Panther. I did like this movie in the theater. I didn't enjoy it as much as everyone else seemed to, but I did enjoy it. The one I enjoyed more in the theater this year, which was also $7, $6.99, was Avengers Infinity War. How could I not pick this up? The Spider-Man, I don't feel so good. Mr. Stark, please don't let me go. I really love that moment with Spider-Man, and I really dug this movie, and I'm happy that I only had to pay $6.99 for it, so bam. Finally, in the non-horror realm, another $6.99 pickup was Ready Player One. I had to pick this up because of all the references. I'm a huge geek, and they hit on a ton of geek references, so boom, I had to pick up Ready Player One. Got that one. Now we're getting into the horror, you guys. And the first one is going to make some of you guys laugh. Now, I'm going to put this up tonight as I record this, so you won't have seen the review that Fuego and I are going to record this coming Sunday, 2 days from now. But the first movie that I picked up is one that is going to be very controversial. To spoil the review a little bit, I actually enjoyed this movie. I enjoyed this movie enough to pay $7.99 for it, and that is Truth or Dare. Yes, this movie got hammered by critics and fans alike, but I watched the unrated version for the review because Fuego watched it and said it's a hot garbage fire. I watched it. I did not find it to be a hot garbage fire. I found it worth $7.99 because it's a horror spin on a game that I've played since I've been 10 years old. So I picked up Truth or Dare. So that's horror movie number one. The next one I picked up is a horror movie that I did not like, but a lot of people did, and the reason I picked it up is because I want to give it a second chance. And it only was $3.99, and that is The Witch. I did pick up a copy of The Witch. It was not only a movie that I did not like in the review, but it's also a movie I put on my worst of 2017 list, I believe is when it came out, or it was my worst of 2016 list. Whatever year this came out, I put it on my worst of list. Fuego put it on his best of list. I need to rewatch it and give it another go. It's got the cool Black Phillip cover, and it was only $3.99, so I'm going to give The Witch another try. If it ends up being bad, $3.99 to throw in someone's boogie box. Boom. Next, another $3.99 concession is what I'll call this. The first movie that this is a sequel to is one of my favorite horror movies, one of my favorite slapstick shark movies, and this was only $3.99 as well, so I picked up a copy of Deep Blue Sea 2. I know it's terrible. We haven't even reviewed it yet on the channel, even though we watched it months ago. Fuego and I will be reviewing it, and I will need to rewatch it to remember how bad it was, but I remember hating it. But it was going to cost me $3.99 to rent it or $3.99 to own it. So I opted for the $3.99 to own it, and again, once we do our review, I can maybe include it in someone's boogie box. But I'm a big shark movie fan, so I probably will just hang on to it. Next, I picked up another movie that was widely disliked by a lot of people, but liked by a lot of others. I picked up Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom for a discounted, I think this was $7.99. I'm not entirely sure. It might actually have been $9.99. But either way, less than $10 to pick up the most recent Jurassic movie. I've already watched it once in the theater, and I rented it for $1 to watch it with someone that hadn't seen it. So I'm a big enough Jurassic fan that it is worth it for me to have a copy of all the movies. So boom, I picked up Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Next, I picked up a movie that Fuego and I both liked, but went kind of under the radar. It's starring one of the people from The Witch, Anya Taylor-Joy. That is Morgan. And this was, I think, either $4 or $6, either $3.99 or $5.99. But I really enjoyed this movie. We did a review of it, and it's really cool. It's like a more violent Ex Machina, and I really, really enjoyed that. So I had to pick it up because it was on special. Next, of course, you guys know this. I know this one was $5.99. I hadn't picked it up yet, so this was absolutely a mistake not to pick up at this price, and that is Get Out. Jordan Peele's 2017 masterpiece, Get Out. worth paying $5.99 for just to have to show people that haven't seen it, which the same person that I watched a movie with yesterday that she hadn't seen, I will be watching Get Out with as well. All right, and we're in the home stretch here. I've only got 3 more movies. The next one is one that I paid, I think, $6.99 for, and that is Annihilation. That was earlier in the year. That's Natalie Portman, and that is sci-fi. It's really more sci-fi than anything, but there is horror aspects. There is a creature at the end, and I wouldn't have paid more than $8 for this, but I was happy to pay $8 for this. Basically, I paid for another movie ticket to watch it again, and that is worth having it in my library and sharing with people that haven't seen it yet. Second to last is a $5 pickup from Walmart, you guys, and that is Mother. The Mother Blu Ray is only $5 at Walmart on Black Friday, and I didn't have this movie yet. We watched it, we reviewed it on the channel. I believe we reviewed it on the channel, and I really loved the movie, especially reading in retrospect what the movie was actually representing and everything. I loved it all the more, and I thought that is absolutely worth $5 to pick up. So I got Mother. Finally, the only thing that I picked up outside of the big outlets, I picked this up at a local place that I usually rent movies from. It's the only place that still rent movies. It's a little place called House of the Used here in Arizona, and there's 2 locations in Mesa. One of them is right up the street from me, and I was able to pick up a copy of, boom, Found Footage 3D in a cool, as you can see, a nice case here that is holographic, and it has both 2D and 3D versions of the movie. Now, when we reviewed this movie, we saw it at a festival, and we saw the 2D version of it. This movie not only comes with both versions, but it actually comes with 2 copies, or 2 different 3D glasses pairs. So you can actually watch it. It's old school black and blue 3D, but they give you the black and blue 3D glasses to watch it, and you can bet your sweet bippy that I will be going back and watching this movie in 3D, because I thought the biggest thing it was missing when I watched it was the 3D aspect. So I'm super excited to watch Found Footage 3D in 3D, and hopefully we'll be able to present that. Maybe we'll do a revisited review in 3D. But either way, I was happy to find it for Black Friday. That's going to do it for my Black Friday haul, you guys. I've got the big old stack right here if you want to see them all. Right next to each other. Boom. That's what I picked up. So thank you guys very much for watching. My name is Cecil Laird. If you want to, we do 2 episodes of Horror Variety every single day. Just click the link down below to subscribe. Also click the notification bell if you want to be notified every time we do stuff. I might actually be going live a little bit later tonight playing some Red Dead Redemption, but I have to do a podcast with producer Dave first. So thank you guys very much for watching this little haul video. Let me know in the comments down below if you got anything really cool for this Black Friday, but I greatly appreciate you guys watching my haul video. Again, I apologize if it came off as braggy. I've been saving up for months to be able to make a nice Black Friday purchase. So thank you guys very much for understanding. I hope you all had an awesome Thanksgiving and had a good, safe Black Friday. Until next time, I've been Cecil Laird, and remember, stay scared.